This is the Underhill Conservation Commission meeting for January 9th, 2023. Present at the meeting now is myself, Karen McKnight,
Daphne Tanis,
Laurie Graham,
Craig Volpe, Amy Gallaudet, and Steve Webster. And Steve, you're joining as a sometimes participant guest, correct?
Yes.
And I see someone else here called Jared.
Jared, yeah, that's me.
Okay. Can we have your last name just for our minutes? If you want to
Yeah, of
share it.
course. Last name is Kreischer, Krisher.
Oh, well, welcome to our meeting.
Thank you so much.
So, are there any adjustments to the agenda? Does anyone have anything else you want to add? Steve, you want to add something to the agenda? You're muted, so I can't.
Yeah. Sorry about that. No, I have
Yeah.
nothing to add. I just wanted to listen to the Conservation Commission district.
Okay. Okay. Hearing that there are no requests for adjustments to the agenda, it's time now for public comment. And we have one member from the public whose name is Jared. Jared, do you have any comments? Or are you here to listen in?
No comments. Yeah, just new to Underhill and wanted to check into this meeting just to find out what the Conservation Commission is all about.
great.
Perfect. Great.
Welcome.
Yeah, welcome. Welcome
you.
to the meeting. Okay, so do we have Crane Brook updates on the Crane Brook district area? I can say that I was out there about a month ago or less, and the trails are pretty good, in pretty good shape. But what's missing now is a lot of the signage. And I think that Betsy? And we counted the number of signs at a minimum that we needed, or was it Amy? We were counting signs because so many have been destroyed or fallen down. And I think we have a count of, we need at least 5 signs. Hi, Betsy.
Hi.
Hi.
I understood that 12 got put up. That was how many I passed on to you that day so they could go up. The
12
blue,
were put up? Oh,
the,
that's right. That's right. Craig and Lori and I, yes, were put up the sign. I completely forgot.
How could you
Oh,
forget?
so they're not taken down or
No,
destroyed?
no, we put them up. I think there were 12.
yes, I handed off a box of 12, all blue that Craig had made. And you guys had a blast putting them up, I think.
I think we did.
I think we did.
Yes.
I think it was mostly division of labor.
Oh,
Very important.
Yes. It was. Yeah, we did put them up. I'm so sorry. Completely.
So I guess to clarify,
Yes.
since that time, have more been destroyed? Again?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. Not that I've been
Okay.
aware. It's funny, I just completely forgot about that wonderful day in the woods.
And what loop was that? That was the
It was a rim trail?
rim trail.
Yes.
Because we were thinking, and it's good that Steve, you're here, we were thinking of like, since we did the rim trail in blue arrows, how easy would it be to change the map so that the trail on the map is also blue?
yeah, that'd be great. As far as how difficult that would be, are you asking me? I wasn't sure if you were asking me.
Yeah, you or Steve, because Steve, I think you made the virtual map
Yeah,
document.
Steve is
Yeah,
the person.
I'd have to look at it to see how hard it is to change the color. I think it should be pretty doable. Um, it's been a
Yeah,
long
it's
time
not
since I did that map.
great. Yeah, just for
So
like the next time we need to replace it, have it in blue so it matches the arrows.
we're not so much matching the arrows. I think it would be better if there was definitely definitive colors that one can easily tell the difference. For instance, having a blue and a purple, it's less than ideal. Orange and yellow, they're harder to distinguish between each other. But when you get like,
So, uh,
oh, two Betsy's.
yeah.
Sorry.
If you mute at least one of them,
I, yes,
That's why you're getting crosstalk.
sorry.
oh, it's all good.
First, first I couldn't find you and now I have too much of you, so I
That's common occurrence.
narrowed it down.
Yes.
So it would be
Uh,
good if someone were to make recommendations as to what colors you want to change things to, because do it all at
Good.
once.
Mhm. What color paint do you have, Betsy?
You
What's
don't
that?
need no.
Oh, I just
Great.
said, what color paint does Betsy have? We'll change it to whatever she has.
Well, I have lots of different colors of acrylic paint. Um, you want
So
to
do
change
I.
one one group of signs, is that right? Or change, how many trails are there? We can have one color for every trail.
well, the rim trail's blue, would be blue. Maybe the cross trail should be green or something. I mean,
What is it on the map? What if we, in the future,
Oh,
we
yeah.
make the signs the same,
Yeah, that's a good point.
the markers the same color as the map is today? Then we'd only
Brilliant.
have to change one color at the moment.
So right now, what I see is
well,
the rim trail is light blue. There are some purple connector trails, and then the link trail is green. That's what I see on the website.
okay, so the connector's green. And what's the purple, you said?
The purple is just trails that aren't either rim trail or the link trail.
Like little, yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Oh, but rim trails are
that's
like blue, so we're good.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Okay, so the
So
Well,
in the
rim,
future,
actually, I'm not sure if it's the rim trail. Let me. The best bet is to take a look. If you go to tiny.cc, the web address
Tiny
is
dot.
tiny.cc/cbcd map.
Oh, nice.
okay, so do you want me to share my screen with you, Lori?
Yeah, we could put it in the meeting too. That might be
Yeah, let me just,
interesting.
share my screen
Yeah.
with, um, wait a minute. No, I don't want to do that. I want to do, I hover
Give
over
me
you.
presentation rights. Right?
Yeah, wait a minute. Where are you?
Oh, wait, I'm not online. I'm just here in person.
Okay,
But we can pull it up on that computer and then share the screen.
okay, we can. Let me see here. I'll go to, here, folders, or where do I want to go? Folders?
I think open up a new Google Chrome.
Okay.
Awesome. And here.
Go, you want to do it?
I'll take over just in case. I'll be the one
Let's do it.
to close out on accident. All right. Perfect. And then, so it's tiny.cc. You can type it right in there. Yeah. Slash.
Backslash?
The forward one, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. And then CBCD.
C, B, C, D.
Map.
Separate or together?
Together.
MAP.
And then if we share the screen, it'll pull up for everybody.
And then Go back
Yeah, and
to.
then hover over that again. We'll go back to our meeting, and then if we click share.
Share.
Yep. And yes. Perfect.
Okay. So everybody can see that?
Yes.
Awesome.
This, I love these. So it looks like the crossover trail, that center trail there is green, and then the other ones are purple.
Do they have a name?
Not that I know of, because actually the purple that starts down at the bottom closer to the town, that one,
Goes a little bridge.
it could be considered, it's not really well, I think we should give it a name and then,
Beaver Trail.
What? Beaver?
Well, it's right down there with the
Right near the
beavers.
beavers. Where's the stream?
no, the stream's on the other
On
side.
the other side, though.
Yeah.
Stream, but it passes over. But I was just sort of joking.
Yeah.
Well, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah. Well, when we did the birding, what kind of bird, when Bridget was there, what kind of birds
Oh,
were there?
indigo bunting was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what bird was there.
Oh, the indigo bunting, really?
Really?
Oh, you're kidding. Oh,
Oh, you missed a good time.
yeah.
So
So,
how does it go? It goes, so if we went and we walked on New Road, okay, and we immediately go up at the kiosk, so it's green when we go up at the kiosk, right?
yes.
Right.
And then we stay, how do we get to the top of the meadow? Do we stay on the green?
On the green.
Okay, and then, so we just stay on the green the whole time?
Or we could go to the right and take the purple because remember that little side trail that intersects. But we usually stay on the green. I mean,
Okay.
most of the time. Yeah.
So green, almost up to the road, I remember seeing the road, and then we turn the light blue.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And
the
then-
rim trail.
Oh, and then we stay on the light blue all the way back to the road. So that was
Right.
kind of what we
Mm.
arrowed
Yeah.
out.
There's one section where green and blue are almost the same because it is, yeah. So the others could be,
So,
I
orange.
think this is more of an email discussion. We're just debating colors here.
Sounds good.
Like I'm seeing yellow and blue as a color. Blue's already a color. We need to figure out
Green, purple. Yeah.
yeah.
It's pretty.
All
You
right,
see
onward
yellow?
to the
Okay. I am going to stop sharing now.
perfect.
I'm going to close this out.
And then if you hover over the Chrome, we should be still down there in another. Yeah.
There.
Great.
Oh.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, so we'll work on the purples. Although I don't mind the purple color. It's just we need,
Well, orange would be a good one. It complements purple and blue.
good.
Right.
Okay.
So,
So,
So orange is the boundaries, you realize.
yeah.
orange what?
Yeah, orange were the boundaries.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, on
the
your map.
Yes.
Right.
And actually orange, if in the fall, might be a little distracting because it's going to blend in with the leaves maybe. But, well, we can work, we'll come up with a color.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. Betsy, do you want to talk about educational events?
Actually, before you go there, I've got one more comment about the Crane book, if you could.
Sure.
So I think, was it a few months ago now, Karen, that somebody went through and um, like bush hogged the side of the trail. And I asked the town, and the town said it was not them. So
Right.
somebody went through and bush hogged the trail, and unfortunately, they bush hogged right through the places where we've been working on knotweed.
Yes.
Hopefully they didn't spread it, but I bet they did. So my question is, did anybody ever find out who did that, and is there any consequence for doing that?
We did not find out who did it. There are some theories, but the town did not decide that they wanted to pursue it, unfortunately. I think, though, that we should, I mean, that's rather destructive, and it was,
That's a motor vehicle, that's against the rules.
yeah, but also the thing is that it does
Yeah.
open up the area
Yeah,
and spread knotweed.
which is the worst thing, yeah.
So maybe what we should do is do some, I don't know,
Signs?
signs or something for next year. I don't know. I mean, no, the town was not interested at that point it was done, brush hogged. So maybe we need to put up some posted, and then maybe the town could levy a fine. Because I think we are going to have some, there's been a lot of talk about having some cameras because people tend to be dropping off stoves,
Junk, yeah.
junk and
No
everything there.
dumping, yeah.
And maybe that would be, would have them on tape, whoever it is. But there has not been any repercussions. I asked about it, and didn't seem to be an interest in dealing with it.
The other question I had is: there been any conversation about putting some kind of little footbridge across the beaver pond outflow? It'd be nice to be able to walk from one end of the road to the other without going through the whole.
I know that the rec committee is very interested in doing that, and we have not, we should be scheduling a joint committee, meeting as part of the Crane Brook plan. We haven't done
Good.
that this year, but we should be doing that within the next month or so. And, that would be a good time if you want to join, because there's been a lot of interest in having some sort of way to join the different parcels that make
Yeah,
up the Crane Brook.
I think it makes sense. I mean, we've got this great trail, and it's just
Yeah.
cut in half at the moment. It'd be nice to
Hmm.
be able to walk the length of the road
Yeah,
without
I
having to
think,
have boots.
yeah. Yeah, so that'll be, I'll put that, make sure that that gets on our agenda for our joint meeting. Um, and maybe we can have it for the February meeting. I'll find out if the rec committee can do that.
Is the rec committee waiting for us to act on the joint meeting to talk about the management plan?
I'll
Is it in
remind,
our, is it in our
it can
ballpark?
be in our court. Yeah, it can be in our court. I think that they've been busy with the ice rink and the summer, over the summer, they were really busy with the town pond. I mean, it's amazing what they've done over there. And so I think that now is the time to start talking about the trails again. So I will email Karen to email Anton about our next joint meeting, and the proposal will be in February. That seem good to everybody? Okay,
Great. Thank
Seems
you,
like we ought
Karen.
to,
okay, yeah,
Thank you, Karen. I'm going to sign off. I'm looking forward to educational events, but I'll let you guys plan them. Thanks a lot.
okay. All
Thanks,
right,
Steve.
yeah, thanks, Steve. Hi, Patrick. Patrick has joined us too. Hello. Um, so Betsy, do you have any updates with Sue Morse? I know
um,
you and I spoke by phone, but that was in December, I believe.
well, our last meeting was the 15th of November, and I spoke to Sue Morse on the 17th, and she really is sort of holding to her guns about really wanting to talk about issues and having it be quite a, a program. And so it's kind of dropped at this point because because I think that that was the general feeling that what she wanted was a bit bigger than we might manage
Yeah.
as a commission in a small town. So that's what I have on that.
Did we ever look
I
in? Did we ever look into how many people this what was this called?
go
This
to meetings.
application, yeah, go to supports.
Um, I think that was my job and I spaced it out. I
Holidays
apologize.
happen. Holidays
So
happen.
I can check that out this week and send an email to you all.
That'd be fantastic.
So
Because
that
I
we
think
could,
that was part of the limiting factor, in addition to for an online event, collecting fees is also a limiting
right.
factor. Not that it's impossible. It's just I feel like she would be a great speaker. It's just she's asking for something that it took me off guard how big of an event that she wanted.
Hmm. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
well, I won't get back to her until we find out how large our audience base can be.
Yeah, remotely. Yep.
Right.
Because she
Okay.
wanted, if I'm remembering correctly, she wanted a remote event.
Yeah, she
Yes.
won't do an in person.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So Betsy is going to check on how many can do a go-to-meeting. As you recall, the Conservation Commission, some of us are members of the Natural Resources Inventory and Mapping Committee. And one of the things and that would be Amy and myself, and one of the things that has started already is called the Big Tree Contest, which a
Right.
lot of people, yeah, participated in last year. And again, it's open for this season, and I believe it's maybe February 15th is the final day, or maybe it's February 29th. However, one of the, would be nice if it's been proposed to have a speaker that would be talking about northern woodlands. And one of the folks that's on the mapping committee and also on the planning commission is Val Story, and she's proposing someone named Kevin Martin might be a speaker. It would be like an online probably event to talk about the big trees of the New England. And he's just written a book called The Big Trees of New England.
Mm.
And it talks about their care and importance to wildlife. Um, it's a possibility. Um, yeah.
Where's that? Oh, the big tree contest is right on the website. Awesome.
Yeah, I put it up on I asked Brad to put it on the website. So it's right there. And if you click on, you can find how you measure a big tree.
Yeah,
And
it's great.
yeah, there's
Yeah.
in the town hall there is a poster that Ryan Oakes made, and it has lots of photos and pictures of where the big trees were located for the last winter's contest. Um, if you come to the town hall, and for a while it was at the library, but now it's back here. If you're interested in stopping in and seeing it, I think it's downstairs. Yeah, as you walk in, unless it's been taken down. Other educational events, I would like to have Mr. I think it was Mr. McFarlane, who was the bees, bugs, and butterfly person that came um, what 2 summers ago. I think if we could have him come again, there seems to be a lot of interest again in butterflies and monarchs, and also, of course, in monarchs because of the role that they play, and they're beginning to disappear. But I haven't done anything else right now with events that are possible. So it's open, but we have plenty of time to do something.
I have a new suggestion.
Okay. Yep. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yep. UVM has a new extension forester who's a specialist in uh, carbon.
In
Oh,
what?
in carbon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Her name's Alexandra Kosaba. She's a UVM grad, and she's developed an expertise in um, how different kinds of vegetation absorb and store carbon from the atmosphere.
Hmm.
Do you know her?
No, I just got a mailing from Coverts, and she's part of their board now. So I thought I'd ask if that sounds like a topic that would draw a crowd I could pursue and find out what her availability might be.
Okay. We do also have another speaker that's going to be coming. I have to pull up his name. He's from UVM too. I forgot about that. I'm sorry. I have some family stuff going on right now, so I've been a little bit more focused on that than I.
It's a long year. We could probably have multiple speakers. I mean, even
Yeah.
if we have something every 3 months, that's still pretty good.
Can we go back to Amy for a minute and
Yes. Yeah.
su
Yeah.
suggest that she pursue that? I mean, that's quite an interesting new area that I don't know anything about, and an important
Yeah, she
one.
was hired specifically to do the extension work in this area
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
work with foresters and landowners.
Yeah. I think that would be a really good presentation. I mean, it's really be super interesting, and
Yeah.
yeah, and
Okay.
yeah,
And it's a new thing, so it would probably attract a lot of
yeah,
attendees.
yeah. I know I missed. See, there was something online. I don't remember who was presenting it, but I was really disappointed because I missed it because I would love to know more. So that would be something to pursue.
Yeah, it's something too.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
can we do the bird diva again?
We have bird beaver down there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And the other one I forgot about too, that we have is Dr. Gores,
Okay.
who's going to be talking about jumping worms and soils. And he will be sometime towards the end of March, early May, April, and he is doing he's doing it not without charging us a fee. And
What's his name, Doctor?
Dr. Gores, Gorres.
Do you know if it'll be in person or online?
He will be doing it online, webinar seminar. And his first name is Yosa. So yeah, Joseph, and he is in the plant and soil science department.
So we got a lot of things going already.
Well, we will. True.
Great.
Yes. So that would be, it would be, that's very nice, because yeah, we already have him lined up. I think do we have a date for the Bird Diva?
No, but we could reach back out. Did we talk about, like, we put money aside for the event in our budget?
Yes, we
Okay.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep, we did. If I had my computer here, I'd be able to pull up the,
I was thinking if we do
yeah.
bird diva, it might be fun to involve children because it was all adults last time. But you'd have to pair them up with an adult or somebody who could teach them how to use Merlin. But that's just an idea. I don't know if we want to do that, if it's too burdensome or. But I just thought it would be really fun to involve children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like if she could do a Bird Diva Junior or something
Yeah.
like in addition to what she's already doing. Because I think what's neat about what she does is that, adults are really interested in learning something too. So
It's a lot of information too.
yeah, and she does have she likes to cap her events at about 12 people so that it's not disruptive to the birds, but
It was just fascinating. I had no idea we had these many birds.
Yeah.
Right here in Cranebrook.
Yeah, so you're gonna talk to Verdiva, and that would probably be in May sometime.
Yeah.
Amy, you're going to talk to Alexandra, and that would be maybe April or February or,
Well, I think it would probably be an indoor topic. So February if possible. I mean, an evening indoors.
I would think so. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, I mean, ask her, but I think it would be, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and, May. And then, Dr. Goris is actually going to be, I think it's the end of March. It's almost time for me to connect with him about which date. We had talked about it in November. Um, and so,
Be something if we could get dates committed to and put a really nice notice out on the calendar and front porch forum to give people a heads up for springtime.
hmm
Uh,
so by the next
maybe
meeting, you
yeah,
think we'll
maybe
have,
make that a goal for next meeting.
um, for next, for next meeting? Okay, that would work out. Um, Patrick, do you have any suggestions for anything? No, we can't hear you. Yeah, we're not able to hear you, Pat. Mm,
Howie heard you.
You did?
I heard him grunt.
Oh,
You can open up the chat box and type into it, Pat. Also, you're muted. That might be part of it. Yeah,
There we go.
no,
oh, I
not
just
here.
heard you. Yeah, you, we heard you, Pat. Oh, whoops, not again. Yeah, if you could type into the chat, because for some reason it's not really coming through.
The other option is to try your other microphones when you hit the gear icon right next to the chat box. Try your other microphones if you wanted, or just type it.
Working on that.
I, while Pat's working on that, I had a question. I missed front, the first part. Did we talk about green burials, and was it left that the folks who brought that to our attention were going to come back to the commission?
I don't, I mean, we're supportive of them, but we suggested that they talk, I thought what we suggested was that they would go to the ARPA meeting to see if there is any, there are any funds available to purchase or to take or to purchase some property that they could have in Underhill for green burials, I believe. Is that, I think that's what it was.
That was an interesting article that um, came through. Thank
Yeah,
you,
Craig, yeah,
Craig.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly what they were talking about, but it just kind of sent us in the right direction.
It was really helpful.
Yeah, thank you for sending that.
Yeah,
You're welcome. It just happened to come across my news feed. I don't ask why, because apparently I like strange things in my news feeds.
apparently. Either that or somebody's been watching you, even when you're on a webinar. You know, that ad for, yeah. Um,
Maybe.
so Patrick has posted his comment here. Al Bonzwani has been talking about expanding the outreach, and we have a new grant manager, and I'm planning to hire a program manager. So that's good potential for us. If you plan a program that we could invite,
Kids.
or you, pardon?
Well, it'd be nice to have something appropriate for children, or
So that's, yeah.
And they would have interests with their
Mhm.
families, a family-oriented.
Yeah.
Well, one of the things that we've been talking about trying to do, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Um, we we've been talking about going around to various towns in our area and sort of acquainting people with the Abenaki Nation because we've discovered that a lot of people don't really believe that we exist, and and some of them have never even heard of us. So um, I just completed a couple of items for the new Groton State Park. They're doing that's a very ancient Abenaki site up there, and they are doing a
Groton?
diorama. And lo and behold, your very own local Abenaki artist was hired to create a archaic fish spear and a pine bowl.
Hmm.
And it has occurred to us that we need to do more of this kind of thing, acquaint the public with the fact that we've been here for 13,000 years, and some of us, although somewhat blanched compared to the originals, are still here.
Mm.
So we might be able to offer some, I don't know, we're still thinking about it, some kind of outreach, maybe a mini ceremony,
Right.
something that we can
Pat,
bring to.
Pat, do you remember when I brought my son and his friends to that Abenaki gathering out at the museum,
Yes.
like 5 years ago? They were talking about it at school. I don't know. He was like middle school age at the time. That was really wonderful if we could do something like that.
Well,
Or,
I think we might be able to get some of these kinds of things going. Um, it's it's been a wild ride,
Mhm.
and I've recently been elevated to the vice president of the Ethan Allen board, and we
Oh,
are expanding our cooperation. And and I'm sort of a chair of the Alno Biwi group, and we would love to be able to do something that would make people talk about and think about and be aware
mhm.
of our our heritage. So if you're willing, stay tuned, and I'll see what we can do.
So that would be good. So would you be able to come back to us next month, maybe with a proposal or
I
next
think
time?
so.
Okay.
Actually, my son Morgan may be the new program manager, and so he would
Oh,
be very keen on doing something right here in his hometown.
yeah,
hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, it'd be nice during like remember you had the campfire and you were cooking, food that the Abenakis would eat, and they just thought that was great. Well, they were boys,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think it would be, when you have that conversation, it reminds them that with last year's webinar, I think there were over 50 people, was it, on that webinar, 55 people?
Yes.
Yes, it was very well received and lots of positive feedback. I got quite a few emails back from folks that had tuned in specifically for that. People at Wake Robin and different people that don't come to most of our things, local town residents that rarely come to the Conservation Commission, but they were really into it. So, yeah, I think that would be wonderful. And congratulations on being
Vice
vice,
President.
vice president.
Well, I could have been president, but I felt like that would be too much of a target.
Okay, good. So, let me see. Actually, I think we have, uh,
Quite a few
yeah, we
things.
have quite a few things. And I'll try to, Laurie's gonna have a list actually of the things we talked about and
Yeah.
then potential timelines, and then if we can refer to those notes when we come back, we'll just fill in the dates and start working on it, on the different events. So I think that's good. Um, Jared, is there anything that you might be interested in attending? Like, do you have a passion about something related to conservation?
Still working on figuring that out. But yeah, I noticed there's a couple vacancies there on the commission, so I'm curious kind of what it takes to join. I'd like to learn more about what the commission is all about as well.
Yep. Well, would you like to come to our next meeting and,
In person.
yeah, in person and talk a little? Can you come in person?
I
Yeah,
can. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and talk about it, and you'll sort of have a gist. Right now we've been planning an education, but we have you saw or listened to some things about the Crane Brook, and
Hmm.
we can fill you in on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for next time. That
Yeah.
would be very good.
Yeah, I'd love to. Yeah, I'll plan on attending the next meeting in person.
Good.
Betsy wants to say something.
Betsy?
That's great, Jared. And I have something to offer for the future in terms of work and conversation. Are we there yet? I
We're in
just,
the, yes, yeah, yeah.
well, so I remember um, we've really got a solid educational piece going, and it feels like the Crane Brook collaboration with the rec committee is settling in a good direction. And I'm just curious. I remember when Amy and I first came on board, we were doing some stuff with, we were really working on goals and timelines for goals. And I feel like it's, it's all Greek to me at this point. And I wonder if we might want to do some reviewing. There's all the ingredients that the state requires from conservation commissions.
Mhm.
Right.
There's some of our own work and goals that might be important to be looking at, especially because we're kind of in the good role with education and I feel like maybe there's more we can do um, beyond what we're doing.
Okay.
I feel like we're gaining some ground, and it would be helpful to review some of our goals. And is there a way we could sort of imagine people coming together in March and having some serious conversation around
Mhm.
what we're up to?
Yes, and I think we should actually use the responsibilities that the legislature, the state of Vermont laid
Yeah.
out for conservation
Yeah, the
commissions
legislation.
as sort of a skeleton for that. It
Right. Is there a
actually,
way that our Madam Secretary could find that and send links or a copy or something to us so we're reading it and thinking about it before 2 months from
Yeah.
now?
Yeah, Jarrett might be interested as well to understand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I will
Yes, very
certainly, I'll
interested.
definitely attach that. And then Jared, would you mind putting your email in the chat so that we can be in touch?
Nope, I don't mind. I'll do that right now.
All right.
Okay.
And I'll find the Vermont guide to conservation commissions.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
That'd be great. Thank
Well,
you.
I,
The
I
legislature.
think there's a VSN, maybe I
Okay.
put that on the annual report, where it is in the Vermont State statutes.
Okay.
yeah, I have it bookmarked on
Yeah,
my computer
but-
at home.
Yeah, that would be good. Good suggestion, Betsy. Definitely.
Yeah. Like more and more, that's a way to be present in our town, I feel, and in our state and in our bigger selves, our world. Carbon, land preservation, all kinds of stuff.
Especially with the ARPA funds that we could make a proposal to,
Hmm.
for, yeah. Um, yeah,
So could we put that on the agenda for March?
yes.
So you
Great.
want to do like a planning session with goal setting,
Well,
brainstorming, that
I
kind of
feel
thing?
like it's going to take more than a session. I feel like
Yeah,
it's a conversation that we need to re-enter
yeah.
and
So
be a little
align
bit.
our goals with the legislation as it's laid out and
Yeah,
Well,
some timeframes and stuff to it.
I think they say these are the responsibilities, so it's a smorgasbord. And so
yeah,
Right,
there are,
yeah,
7 or 8 or 9 of us, you can only have 9 on a conservation commission in Vermont.
yeah.
It's limited that. So we could very well say, well, what are we focused in right now? I mean, I know we have a tendency, or I sometimes forget things, but one of the things that is on our plate is mapping our natural resources. And at this point, we have a group, it's in the annual report, that is going to be doing, or is in process of doing that mapping for us, but it's not complete. And then it's
right.
not us physically doing it, but
Right.
this other group. So,
So,
So are you thinking that we want to have that mapping complete before we have this
no,
meeting?
no. I'm
It
just
would be
saying,
helpful to
no,
have it.
I'm using it as an example of the, the things that conservation commissions are tasked to do.
Right,
And
right,
that's
right,
all, yeah.
right.
So I think that would be really helpful, yeah, so that's really good. Yeah, that's a great idea, Betsy. I'm kind of psyched about it.
good.
So we should
And
have allocate maybe, an hour, 45 minutes or an hour to that?
yeah, I mean, we also did sort of say, and I know this is tricky for some folks, that we could have a longer meeting. At one point, we thought we could go till 8 o'clock, but it's. I feel like it's an ongoing conversation, and if we come up with a couple of particular areas that we really focus on, then we're really doing something more than what we've been doing so far. And that's not to discount the hard effort and work it takes to be organized and to make educational programs happen. I think it's really exciting to think that we have as much coming in the calendar year as we do. But it's a
Yeah,
quiet time. We're not doing invasive species. We're not, you know, it's kind of a quiet time for.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, and yeah, I think this is a good opportunity right now before we get going with summer activities, even personal summer
Yeah.
activities, and all of our workshops and things like that. So it's appropriate, and thank you for bringing it up.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, it's very nice. The other thing is I did, and this is someone that's not a member of the Conservation Commission, who's recently moved to Underhill in the last 2 years as a resident. And the person's name is Trinity Schroeder. And they're interested, she or he is interested in meeting with the Conservation Commission about monarch conservation ideas and efforts. And that, butterflies might be something of another workshop we can focus on during the summer or late fall.
So would that be included in the bees, butterflies, and?
Well, yeah, we have to see if Ken will come. Ken McFarland can come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But maybe not. Maybe this is different. This is an email that I received just before coming down here. I mean, she sent it at 5:30, and so I'm just reading it. And so that would be probably good to invite that individual too to come to a meeting. Well, I'd love to have them come, and I'm looking forward to meeting Jared. Great. Yeah.
So she's interested in attending an event to learn more, or
Mhm.
okay, not leading an event.
No, she's not. No, she's not going to be leading. It should be. She wants to learn more about the efforts that are there, and that is kind of interesting because it links up with whatever the plan will be for the Tomasi Meadow. But turning that into a major butterfly area.
Oh, is that the plan?
No, it isn't, but I mean, it could be.
Could be.
It could be.
Pollinator. We could plan to have a pollinator garden or something there.
Yeah, I mean,
that would be fun.
Yeah, I mean,
and kids could do that too.
Yeah, there's nothing at this point planned with the Tomasi.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, so, okay. So have we finished our sort of conversations about future events at this point? Okay. Then did people have a chance to read the minutes for November 14th?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Is there a motion to approve the minutes for November 14th? I need a motion and a second.
I move.
Okay.
I
Amy?
second.
Okay. Amy moved and Betsy second. Is there any discussion about the minutes from the 14th? The changes? It was good. Very nice. Hearing no requests for discussion or changes, call the question. All in favor of approving the minutes, please raise your hand or say aye.
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 Okay, the ayes have it. Everybody, I think, raised their hand. So, are there any nays? I didn't see any. No. Okay, the ayes have it. The minutes are approved. Thank you very much. Any final comments for tonight's meeting?
I just want to say thank you all, and I'll look forward to the next meeting and learning more about how I can possibly contribute to this commission. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Jared.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Okay. Is there no further comments or anything for discussion? Is there a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I move that we.
Okay, Betsy moved that.
I second it.
Okay. All right. All in favor of adjourning?
Aye.
All right. The meeting's adjourned. Thank you.